Today, I answer the question of Dennis, what are some of the best relaxation techniques for anxiety that will work very, very quickly? Well, I've got 7 of them, friends. Let's dive in. Welcome to another important video on my channel, my friends. Thank you for joining me. And if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, please subscribe as well. If you want to learn more about any of my anxiety recovery programs, click right here at any point in the video. Now today we are diving deep into relaxation techniques for anxiety because anxiety can cloud our vision. Anxiety can cloud our clarity, which means that we can make a lot of strange, bad choices when under the influence of anxiety, right? Things can look a lot more threatening than they actually are in past, present, or future time under the umbrella of anxiety. So we need some relaxation techniques that will work very, very quickly to calm the nervous system so that we can make some rational choices and see beyond the anxiety that we feel in mind or body. I want to make sure that you understand, though, that you cannot relax, meaning you, the conditioned you, the programmed you that is programmed to be in a state of fight or flight all the time. The you that believes that life has to come with a certain degree of worry. The you that has been so attached to perfectionism, if it doesn't work right here and right now, then I don't want to use it. That's the you that I'm talking about. So we have to take ourselves out of that conditioned self and into a higher self that understands when I do surrender to these techniques and not be so rigid in my approach to them, then they will start to work, my friends, okay? Let's get into the first one. The first technique is known as the physiological sigh, and I've used this with myself and so many of my clients over the last 12, 15 years. The physiological sigh is very powerful because it regulates your nervous system. There aren't a ton of studies on specific techniques that actually calm the nervous system and relaxes the nervous system, but the physiological sigh does. Now, here's how it goes. First, you take a very deep inhale, followed by another short inhale, followed by a long sigh after that. So it looks like this. One more time. So as you can see, there's a long inhale through the nose, there's a slight inhale, a second inhale right after that one, then there's a long sigh at the end. Now, if you do this 3 to 5 times, you're going to start feeling like you are relaxing, calming down, right? And it's a very powerful technique that you can use at any point throughout the day. Second technique is again related to breath work. The first 3 are related to breath work because I just feel like the breath work is so important. If there's any kind of technique that you want to master in relation to calming the nervous system, it has to do with the breath. 3 seconds in and a long hum. When we hum, what happens is we stimulate the vagus nerve, and this is very, very important in bringing back that rest and digest feeling that we need. So 3 seconds in, hum. And I'm cutting my hum short there, but you want to hum for as long as you can and then bring it back again to 3 seconds in through the nose, followed by a long hum. I love this because even the hum itself creates some kind of vibration in my upper body, in my stomach, and in my throat area. Even in my ears, when I start humming, I start to feel like I'm letting go of a lot of the tension. So again, 3 seconds in through the nose and a very long hum. You can do this while you're driving. You can do this while you're walking somewhere, while you're sitting somewhere. You can even use it as a meditative technique if you want to. I highly suggest that, in fact. Third technique has to do with mantras. I'm big on mantras as long as they are used in conjunction with some kind of breath work. So this comes down to a 4-second inhale through the nose and a 4-second exhale through the nose as well. But when you inhale for those 4 seconds, you're going to also mentally remind yourself of the word let. And then as you exhale, it's going to be go. So it looks like this. Let, in my mind. Go. That's it, right? Let on the inhale, go on the exhale, right? All done through the nose. And again, use these for a time period that brings you back to emotional neutrality, where you start to feel like, okay, I'm not as anxious, I'm not as caught up in that thing that just happened or something that may happen in the future. Absolutely fantastic techniques. And with this specific one, you can actually get very creative and use your own mantra. It can be absolutely anything, even calm down, or I rock. It doesn't matter. Bring a sense of playfulness to it, my friends. Get creative. It all works, okay? Fourth technique is very, very simple, and it has to do with shaking, literally shaking out the tension in your body. So especially when you wake up in the morning, and those people that are caught up in a lot of adrenaline, right? And they're automatically starting to catastrophize in terms of how the day is going to go. So you wake up in the morning, you get yourself out of bed, and you just start shaking. Shake it off your arms, shake it off your head area, shake it off your pelvis, your lower body, all of it. Just get shaking, right? Because there's a lot of tension that gets built up overnight as you're sleeping in that vertical position. So fantastic when you wake up, just start shaking, because that shaking feeling, when you associate it to shaking off the tension, you can do this at any point throughout the day. Sometimes I'm in a cafe and I'm doing this if my wrists start to feel very, very tense and rigid, because sometimes I'm on the mouse and I'm clicking a lot, right? And my arms start to get really, really tense. Or you find yourself in a posture like this if you're on the computer very, very often. Every few minutes, get up and shake. Shake it all off. And if there's a specific part of your body that feels more tense than others, shake it off. And as you're doing it, make sure that you have the intention of, I'm shaking off the tension that's been built up in my body, right? Absolutely wonderful, simple, and it works. That's what we want. We want techniques that work and things that we can use at any point in the day, okay? The fifth one is imagining fear as a balloon that's strapped to your wrist. Now, I'm big on imagination. I'm a hypnotherapist at heart, right? So for this one, you need a cozy area where you can sit or lay down, and it doesn't take a lot of time. All you have to do is close your eyes and imagine that on your wrist there's a balloon, right? There's a wire, there's a rope attached, and a balloon there, right? And you want to look at that balloon for a few seconds and recognize what color the balloon is that's connected to fear, anxiety. A lot of the times it's red and black. So your eyes are closed, you're looking at that balloon, it's black, and you're going, hey, you no longer belong in this body because we're moving back towards inner peace, playfulness, and joy. So what I need you to do is start going away, okay? So in that imagination, you grab a pair of scissors and you're going, cut. And you can see the balloon flying off, right? There it goes over the horizon until it's completely gone, right? And it's out of your awareness completely, out of your mind and out of your body. Visualization techniques with somatic addressing, very, very powerful. My emotional reframing playlist is that playlist that you want to do on a regular basis. The video's in there to help you with this and to enhance your visualization skills. But this one can be done at any point, and the key is to get emotional about it. Right? As you're doing this, you want to get emotional about it. You want to take a few seconds to look at the balloon and go, all right, well, I see that you've been trying to overprotect me for so many years now. I really am grateful for all the protection. However, you're getting in the way now, and I am consciously going to guide myself from here on out, right? So you're getting emotional about it. It's time for you to go. Snap. Off it goes, and off it goes. You want to feel like the anxiety is releasing from your body, all the rigidity, all the tension, and off it goes. You can open up your eyes and go about your day. You don't have to go back and say, did it work? Is it working? At a subconscious level, these things are working. So you want to get the mental activity, the analyzing out of the way completely. Just do the technique at a certain time of the day and move on, my friends, okay? Sixth technique. Again, we want things that work very, very quickly. Self-massage, right? Self-massage. You don't have to pay hundreds of dollars to go to a massage therapist, a professional. All you have to do is just start massaging. Just start, clenching those fingers. If your body's feeling tense, especially in your fingers, especially in the middle of your hands, right? Self-massage is very, very powerful, going through your whole body, especially the upper legs that hold so much tension. Self-massage, and again, as you're massaging, you want to make sure that you have the intention of releasing. I'm releasing as I'm giving myself this massage, right? Absolutely awesome. You can also use needling techniques where you use right here, kind of your hands, okay, your knuckles, sorry, and just kind of dig in. You can dig into all these different parts of your body and give yourself a nice self-massage. It doesn't take a very long time, right? You don't have to do this for an hour. Just a minute or two can allow the blood to begin circulating how it should circulate and get your nervous system back to a regulated state, okay? So self-massage, very, very powerful, important reminder for you. And finally, our final technique for relaxation for anxiety comes down to self-hugs with the intention of letting go of past burdens, right? So a lot of people are going to go, well, how does self-hugs relate to relaxation? Well, your unconscious sides are tense, not your conscious sides, right? Consciously, there's nothing around to be anxious about. A lot of us are at that place where we realize the difference between a real threat and an imagined threat. So a lot of this anxiety, a lot of this stress, a lot of this stagnancy is coming from the unconscious parts of us. So self-hug with the intention of letting go of those old burdens. Inner child, I know you've been carrying this for a very long time. I love you so much for the protection, but let me take over from here on out. I love you. You are safe. Allow me to guide you, and I promise I won't let you down. I'll be there every step of the way. And you can see that I'm getting emotional as I'm hugging because I'm directing the hug towards my lower self or my inner child, right? And this is where the power lies, because once the emotions get activated, that's when the subconscious mind and body clearly get the message in terms of the change work that you're trying to apply. So self-hugs are very, very powerful. You can use them anytime, and it really does give you the sense that you are not alone either, right? So it gives you the sense that you are comforted, you are taken care of by an infinite energy and intelligence out there that knows all of this beyond what our conscious minds can, right? So these are some of the relaxation techniques for anxiety, my friends, that you can start using today. But I want to know, are there any relaxation techniques that you do on a regular basis that work for you? If so, comment below. Or if you're going to use any of these, which one really spoke to you in your heart? Comment below and let me know, my friends. And remember that you are more than anxiety, and I'll see you very, very soon. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for all the notifications for my videos. Bye, friends.